Hello, welcome to my channel again, and specifically to my series called My Two Cents. I didn't really know where to put this. I guess it is an opinion piece, but it's not the kind of opinion pieces I mean to do a lot. But I want to separate my opinion pieces from the entertainment side of my channel. I don't really want to have 4 or 5 different channels. This specific video is going to be about, I think, something that we all are a little tired of, and it's the dictation of what can and cannot be said on any kind of media. I'm in an odd position myself personally because I'm not 100% against any kind of censorship. I do think some things should be censored. The problem is that humans inevitably cannot compromise, cannot get along, and frankly can't be reasonable to go, yeah, that right there, that's awful, that should be censored, and go on, hey, this, I don't like it, but you know what? Whatever. I don't like it, but let it be. Or, hey, I disagree with you, but by all means, speak your piece. Okay? There's different levels of censorship, and I'm not 100% against it. I don't involve myself in any of it, though, so I don't care which way it goes. Actually, that's not true, or I wouldn't be making this video. I don't care is a phrase I use a lot, and it's not entirely accurate. Anyway, I was planning a couple more videos I've been working on, trying to get the images I want to use, trying to put it all together to do some more of my entertainment stuff. I've been having a bit of a hard time this week. Various stuff, very boring. I won't get into it. It's just life, so be it. And I was clearing out my email when I got a email, I suppose technically, from the always helpful Pinterest team. These are the only 2 social media platforms I use, Pinterest and YouTube. Pinterest has really gone down the hole in the last several years, though. It used to be an amazing site. People posted their ridiculous creations, recipes, and great art and funny memes. And it was a great site. It slowly became more political, more agenda pushing, more ridiculous. And now it seems with all these little videos that are taking it over that it's even trying to be TikTok 2.0. You know, there's already a TikTok. You want to make a video, go to TikTok. Stop posting videos on Pinterest. That's just my opinion. Do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. But it used to be a real pleasant place. I used to really enjoy Pinterest. Used to be an operative word. I don't even go there very often. So when I get an email, and a lot of times it's just letting me know they deleted something somebody else put up that I copied to one of my, or reposted or whatever. But not this time. This time they're letting me know that I am part of the problem. So here's my picture, and I'm going to be clear. I've edited out some swear words and whatnot. I do that for my younger audience. Some of them come over from my daughter's page because they know that I'm her dad, and I know there's a lot of younger people just on the internet anyways. They might see the cute little pictures I use, and I just don't want my page to be overly anti-friendly to anybody, honestly. There's going to be a lot of people that don't like me. They don't like my voice. They don't like my face. They don't like my way of making videos, and that's fine. That's how it's going to be. But I'm not trying to go out of my way to make anybody not like me. And this is why something like this really ticks me off. So here's my letter from Pinterest. Email. See, I'm old. I call it a letter. I'm old, okay? I'm old. Pinterest. Email. We recently removed a photo you added to the Tried It section of a pin because it goes against our community guidelines on harassment and criticism. First part of that bothers me. Harassment. I don't harass anybody. If I don't like you and you don't like me, then I just say, let's not talk to each other, right? Why would I harass you? Why would I dox you or whatever these other words are? I probably didn't even say that right. But you know, I don't harass coworkers. I don't harass family members. I if I don't like you, I leave you alone. I go out of my way, really, to leave you alone. I don't have the energy to harass people. I don't have the interest, and I don't have the hate in my heart to harass anybody. And getting one email, one letter, one note, like if somebody puts a comment under this video and it's a hateful thing, I wouldn't consider that harassment. It's one. Telling somebody one time, hey, your video sucks, that's not harassment. That's a negative opinion. Maybe an honest one, though. Maybe they just didn't like it. That's not harassment. True harassment is horrible, and I hate it. And like anything else, I don't like being called it when I'm not it. The second part, though, criticism? Really? We're going to remove it because you criticized someone? I can't tell somebody, hey, you're, I don't know, pull your pants up, put a belt on, you know? You don't have to, but that's not a valid criticism. I've had people tell me on these videos, hey, get a better microphone. Try to make it more interesting. I get criticism. Criticism is a great thing. Criticism is how we improve. You can criticize just about anybody, about anything. Some of my favorite actors, some of my favorite movies, which I do hope to put out more and more content. I will tell you, this is one of my favorite movies. However, this part, not so great. I have to begrudgingly admit this. I don't know why people didn't like this part of this movie that I seem to love. Criticism is not a bad thing. But it goes on, this pin I tried, my addition, and I crossed it out because I don't want to spoil it. I want to get to the addition. I want to build up what a horrible harassment and criticism thing I've done so that you get fully why this irritates me when we get to it. In order to keep Pinterest a positive place, that went out the window a long time ago, to find inspiration, we don't allow content that insults. Right, read the comment section sometime, people. Hurts or antagonizes individuals or groups of people. I like that that's their general idea. Like I said, I'm not 100% against censorship. If you fall into those categories, truly fall into those categories, you should be censored. You should be told to shut up and get out. There are good reasons to express criticism, but we may remove or limit the distribution of insulting content. The problem is that they don't even look at stuff, though. There are good reasons to express criticism, but we don't know they are, so if you flag something, we're just going to delete it and send a generic email out to you. That's what we're going to do. That's what they're going to do. This includes manipulated images intended to degrade or shame. First of all, shame is not a bad thing either. I think this world could use a little bit more shame. Degrade, however, yeah, that's terrible. Shaming people for their bodies, uncool. Or assume sexual or romantic history, sure, uncool. Although, I have a friend. Well, we're not friends so much anymore. But I told him at one time, dude, your sexual history is, dang it. Watch me get flagged for that. Okay, your romantic history. It's my understanding you're not supposed to say that S word. So your romantic history is a little creepy, dude. You need to dial it back, or I don't know what I told him. And he said, I live my life the way I do, and he does, and that's fine. But I'm certainly going to criticize him about it, and he can do what he wants with it. He can take it and work with it, or he can ignore it. You're not necessarily shaming someone, but that's also neither here nor there, because it has nothing to do with my post, as you'll see. Romantic remarks about people's bodies and solicitations or offers of romantic acts. Agreed. That's unnecessary. You don't need to be putting that crap all over social media, especially to people you don't even know. It's weird, Criticisms involving name calling. First of all, name calling, a lot of that can be used as a joke. How many people name call their own friends? Profanity. Good luck there. And other insulting language or imagery. And it's true, they have, if you try to type out a swear word in full, the bots have gotten to where they'll just flag your comment for that. So you can't, you have to alter the spelling of it or whatever else if you choose to. And which is stupid. Again, I don't subscribe to profanity being completely inappropriate. Sometimes it's hilarious. A lot of times it's completely overused. Too much profanity is just like, pick another word, huh? But still, okay? And mocking someone for experiencing sadness, grief, loss, or outrage. That's true. When somebody's having a emotional time, mocking is that's hurtful. That's hateful. All right. So please keep this in mind as you continue to use Pinterest. If we find more content that violates our policies, we may take further action on your account in the future. Thanks, the Pinterest team. And what's frustrating about that is you could just go to my page on Pinterest and just flag 12 different things. Or if you really wanted to harass somebody, just go to their page, bookmark it, jump on there, flag something. A week later, flag something. A week later, flag something. And unless they are really monitoring who's flagging this stuff, you could get somebody pushed right off because they're not paying attention. You'll see why. All right, so here's the picture that Pinterest had up. I didn't post this, and it's hilarious, okay? The most dangerous animal in the world is a smiling woman sitting in silence. That's funny. I think there's a lot of women from my response to this, which we'll get to in a second. I have my Pinterest set up so I get notified of every time somebody likes my post, likes my comment, etc. Because that's why I do this, is to have interaction with as much of the world as I can. Lots of women like this post, and a lot of them liked my response. And it's funny. I responded with a quote from a show I enjoyed and an actor I love. Here it is. Nothing says trouble like a woman laughing when ain't funny. Okay. Now, I suppose according to the letter I just read, email, we could argue that it got flagged because it has a profanity in it. But that's not what happened, because that has been up there for months. It got dozens and dozens, probably well into 100 likes, and a dozen or so comments. And it's funny. The other thing that's funny is it's exactly the same thing as the original post. It's the exact same thought, message, anything else. It's not hateful. It's not offensive. It's not accusing anybody of anything. It's not degrading or shaming. There's no romantic remarks. There's no name calling. It's not insulting because it says the same thing as the above one. But what happened is someone, and I think we can all assume it was a feminist, saw it, got her feelings all hurt and upset that something so naughty and so rude by a white man would be allowed on there, was offended and reported it. And it got deleted. And that's just sad, is what that is. It's really sad. Again, and you know, somebody might listen to this and go, well, dude, you're partially interested in censorship, so you got censored, so you shouldn't be upset about it. And to somebody like that, I would say, you're not paying attention. Like I said, some things are offensive. Some things you can't cover with. It's just a joke, man. And that comes from somebody who likes Anthony Jeselnik, George Carlin, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, and a lot smoother comedians too. I'm not saying I just like dark, edgy comedians, but I like Jerry Seinfeld, Red Skelton. Heck, I'm old now. I like Bob Hope. You know, I enjoy Jim Gaffigan. Okay, but I enjoy dark humor as long as it's actually funny. That's not hateful. And that post wasn't hateful, wasn't hurtful. And believe me, there's, especially if you're a married man or if you've dated for a while, your wife, your girlfriend, your significant other, she is laughing and there's nothing funny happening, you are probably in trouble. you need to consider some flowers, some chocolate, or a change of address. Because something I've seen some of my female friends will be on their phone and we're just sitting there quietly scrolling through our phones or whatever, and she'll set her jaw over something she read, and and she'll start laughing, and I'm like, well, something bad is about to happen to somebody, because when something isn't funny and a woman starts laughing, it's about to happen. Something, it's a dangerous thing. It's a great line. It's a wonderful line. It's hilarious. And I think what's funny too is you have these women that want to be strong, independent, and don't need a man and don't see the use of men and whatever else. They see a post like that, and their first thing is to report it because it offended them and it upset them, and it's not nice. Because admit, a sane woman did not flag that. A woman who's raising her children, working a job, pulling her weight in life, she didn't see that, get her feelings hurt, and say that's not appropriate and flag it. It didn't happen. There's too many sane women out there. I know too many good, smart, strong, actual, strong women. They don't flag crap like that. They don't. If they didn't like it, they wouldn't give it a second thought. They roll their eyes, please, and just get on with their day, because that's what a grown-up does. That's what an adult does. Anyway, thank you for letting me vent, because that really ruined my day. Because at the end of the day, I know we can't all be happy, and we can't all be happy all the time. But that is my general goal. That's what I want out of life, is for people to be happy. And I'm hoping to try to make some people happy with these videos. Maybe make a smile, maybe direct them to some movies or TV shows, comic books, video games that they might enjoy, and occasionally maybe even tell a story. Not this one. That'll make them laugh. All right. That's my 2 cents. I'm sorry if you feel like I owe you change. Hope to see you next time.